Well, basically, what I try to do through my films is share my experience of social and political understanding, which over a period of time I gather as far as subjects are concerned. And eventually, when I have picked up the stories through these researched material, I try and turn them into an emotional, watchable, engageable, audience-friendly film. Challenge for me to use the grammar of the popular cinema and try and say things which are more realistic in nature, which are somewhat true portrayal of the social interactions or the development that the society for me is the true hero. So that is why, in my films you will see ensemble cast, like, there'll be too many people playing too many characters, because eventually it is the psyche of the society which I'm interested in, the growth of the society which I'm interested in, and that's what I try to portray through my cinema. Mirror of the system we are living in. And corruption is deep rooted in the society because there is money which is flowing, because there is greed which is there, because there are aspirations which are there, because there is a sense of competition, so where some will succeed and most will fail. So when we live in a society which is constructed like this, there is bound to be corruption. There are bound to be people who will want more and probably will never be satisfied with whatever they have. And there will be wealth which is, will be always looters, and there will always be pilferage going on over there. So that is a part of the society we are growing in. When an entire society becomes equal, there is similar education, similar opportunities available to everybody, then corruption will come down. But as long as we are living in an unequal society, the structure of an unequal society is very violent, and there will be violence, and there will be violence in plundering the wealth, and there will be violence in trying to stop the plundering of the wealth. And that is what we are seeing in India today, whether it is the 2G or the 3G or the Commonwealth, or whether it is the Naxal movement in the Red Corridor. They are all kind of interrelated and connected. I don't know if it is the inner voice. As I said, I assimilate views and assimilate stories and incidents and characters and social craft, and try and find stories through them. And most of the times I come to a conclusion that we need to continuously keep on speaking about the inequalities which exist in the society. We continuously must keep on bringing up the points which we as a socialist kind of minded people try to portray. And we must talk of the equalities which are non-existent. So these things come out. The protagonists will be against systems which are corrupt, against systems which are not functioning, against governance which is completely one-sided and talks only about profiting a very small section of people and depriving a large section of people. Okay. So that is bound to happen. Okay. Basically, I am living in Mumbai or the Hindi belt. The Northeast remains like a dream. More than the reality, it is an imagination. It is like a beautiful place existing somewhere in the eastern part of India. The 8 states which mainly comprise the Northeast are less known. We do not know the demography. We do not know more about the people and their livelihoods. We only hear things about, if a few things happen as incidents in the news. But I, for myself, I have been here before. Okay. I have gone to Manipur. I have come to Assam. I have flown over the Northeast area, and I know how beautiful it is. Okay. And it is such a wonderful opportunity that young people, thinking people from all over the Northeast are getting together and connecting themselves and trying to find their own identity and create a brand which can stand up to the whole, mainstream flow. And I could not resist myself from coming and seeing how it's all happening. And it's an amazing experience, and I am looking forward to the session tomorrow. I would love to do that. I would love to find a mainstream Northeast story and make a big film out of it, which will, like you set film in Gujarat or I set film in Bhopal, did set film in Bihar. I would like to set a film with the Northeast culture, but a subject which is primarily connected to the ethos of the, not straight,
Protecting
not,
Northeast, like
yeah,
as it is.
I'm definitely thinking towards that. I will be in the coming months and years visiting Northeast more. Right now I'm working on a subject which I have been thinking for quite a few years now. So, but it's a possibility, and I am definitely going to work towards it.